We pour thousands of tons of concrete and stack heavy sheets of glass against the rain, attempting to engineer our own peace. Yet, as the square footage expands, the human soul often remains restless. A massive roof can keep out the weather, but it cannot insulate its inhabitants from isolation, grief, or the relentless passage of time. Far beyond this temporary horizon lies an entirely different structural reality, a kingdom built without clay, mortar, or the anxiety of eventual decay. The divine architect has designed a permanent, eternal estate, promised specifically to those who endure the trials of this life with patience. True architectural tranquility exists here as a permanent structural reality, an environment designed to be inhabited forever. Rising out of the mist, we find the shimmering cliffs of the celestial realm. This is the domain of the Ghuraf, the lofty, elevated palaces promised to the righteous. Magnificent chambers rise floor upon floor, stacking impossibly into a limitless sapphire sky. This verticality fulfills the exact promise detailed in the Quran. For those who fear their Lord, for them are built lofty chambers, one above another. These immense, towering foundations of pearl and gold are constructed directly over the active, rushing waters of crystal-clear celestial rivers. The scale of the Ghuraf takes the human concept of a simple shelter and expands it into an infinite vertical kingdom. Bringing our focus down to the walls of a single pavilion, the structural materials reveal a reality that completely defies earthly physics. Flawless blocks of vibrant green emerald, deep red ruby, known as yakut, and dur, the clearest rock crystal, replace the dust and clay of earthly construction. This architectural diagram illustrates how classical traditions describe the physical behavior of these walls. Sightlines extend perfectly from the inner sanctuary outward to the endless horizon, and simultaneously from the outside directly into the core. External light refracts through these dense structural gems, throwing intricate dancing patterns of red and green light across the interior silk couches. These transparent pavilions solve the paradox of earthly privacy, offering total, secure sanctuary while keeping the inhabitant visually connected to the infinite world outside. Looking up from the jeweled floors, the ceiling above is forged of solid gold, heavily engraved with glowing silver calligraphy. Beneath this precious canopy stretch vast corridors, lined with 1,000 distinct doors of polished gold. At every gateway stands a luminous angel, assigned by the Most Merciful to serve, protect, and greet the inhabitant with words of peace. Stepping through these corridors brings us into the private courtyard, where the celestial rivers take on an intimate, personal scale. This topographical cross-section illustrates the 4 legendary streams flowing into the private backyard. The first channel carries pure flowing water, the second brings snow-white milk, the third delivers golden honey, and the fourth rushes with a purifying wine causing no earthly harm. These vast aquatic systems are engineered as private rewards, flowing directly through the believer's estate. Sheltering this entire magnificent expanse, rising high above the golden roofs, is the colossal trunk of the legendary tuba tree. Its branches cast a canopy so vast that a rider could travel beneath its shade for 100 years and never reach its edge. Jewel-encrusted garments are spun directly from the tree's own leaves and buds, providing a source of divine finery beneath the colossal canopy. Here, the stone, the rivers, and the trees operate as a single, perfectly integrated system. We see millions of these transparent, elevated palaces interconnected across a twilight horizon, stretching out under the golden light of the throne. No amount of accumulated wealth, gold, or worldly status can purchase a single brick in this kingdom. The Prophet of Allah revealed the exact blueprints to acquire these structures, detailing 4 specific human actions. The foundation is laid by consistently speaking only what is pleasant and by feeding those who are hungry. The walls are raised by spreading peace wherever you walk, and the final elevations are secured by standing to pray in the quiet hours of the night, while the rest of the world is fast asleep. This staggering architectural reality of heaven is built entirely out of the quiet, unseen virtues practiced in this temporary earthly life. Between this world and the next lies a reality beyond what our eyes can see.